Hey YouTube fans, people interwebs, it's me, Tony, or Sam with SG1, back for a Star Trek official Starships collection review. Yes, this week, issue number 20, the Klingon Vor'cha class attack cruiser. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So, we've got specifications. We've got operated by the Klingon Defence Force, class Vor'cha, constructed Kronos orbital facility base. Kronos spelled QO''NOS. Not with a K. Anyway, length, launched 2360s length, 481.32 metres, Dex 26 plus, crew 1900, top speed 9.6, weaponry, disruptor cannons, and photon torpedo launchers. And then we've got the history of the Vor'cha with a lovely CG render there. I like the one on the front as well, that's pretty cool. It shows you it's a ship of war. And it goes through all the technology there. Vor'cha class attack ships were made part of the 9th Fleet during the Dominion War. This was to combine force of the Alpha Quadrant ships led by General Martok. And then we've got more sort of instances of various episodes they appear in. Which is pretty cool there all, and it goes through more from the Klingon Civil War to the Dominion War, things of that ilk. And the tech specs, which are always pretty cool. I love these. Now I do like the multiple ones like this, and the ones that annoy me are just like the top and bottom ones, but this has got all the areas there. You've got the except the underside, which is but still love it. Love it, love it, love it. Pretty good. Yeah, we've got ship names. The IKS Bortas, then the IKS Dravana, the IKS Matar, the IKS Kuvat, the IKS Tokat, and the IKS Vornak. Now, where is it? The name Vor'cha didn't appear on screen until the Deep Space Nine episode Way of the Warrior. Also, the meaning of Vor'cha, the meaning of the word Vor'cha is never explicitly stated on screen. The Klingon dictionary gives the definition of the word Vor as cure and the word cha as torpedoes. Extrapolating from the name Vor'cha, this would mean something along the lines of to cure with torpedoes. That's kind of cool. And then we've got reinventing the Klingons for next generation things. And then more into it, we've got the House of Duras there. We've got Duras himself. And then we've got Lesser and Betar and Toral. We got Gowron there. The House of Gowron. But yeah, I'm going through all different. The history of the Klingons again, the honourable race and things like that. Now, designing the Vor'cha class. And you can see sort of pre-designs of it coming along there. Love this section of the book, it's pretty cool. Then we've got nice, I think that's the one of the publicity shots, I think that one was. Yes, it is. And then we've got designing it there, which is lovely. I love this section of the design. Showing all the close-up details and things like that, and then showing the design of the warp itself. Can get it in frame. There we are. And like it says, Greebles area, the Greebled area. Now, what Greebles are is whenever they build a ship, a model kit on whatever it is, whatever even sets and things like that. Blinking lights are called Greebles. And these are designed to look like, they're just random parts put together to make it look like it's a piece of technology. And it's kind of cool. It's, like an industry term. What else? And then we've got the on-screen section at the back, which is pretty cool. We've got the first appearance is in the TNG episode Reunion, Season 3, in which... spoilers, I mean it's 20 years old, since it aired. 20 years ago since it aired, not 20. It's 20 years old, and it's 20 years since it aired. There we are, that's what I'm trying to say. basically the Klingon Chancellor Kempek is assassinated, but not assassinated honourably. He's poisoned, and he knows it. So what he does was, he can't prove it, but he suspects it's Gowron. So what he does is, he asks Picard to step in to be the arbiter of succession. Now, because Picard's a human and he has no, his assessment's going to be fair on both sides because he doesn't know the politics, what's going on. So his decision will be, completely and totally arbitrary. And we found out that, Gowron. I found out that Duras is the one that poisoned him, or rather his family, and found out that he was the one that betrayed the Romulans. His father was the one that betrayed the Klingons to the Romulans in the Kittimer. They also have... Kayla, Worf's girlfriend, comes up and with a boy, tells him he's his son, and then she gets killed by Gowron. Worf goes on a Hulk rampage and kills Gowron in the Rite of Succession. Not the Rite of Succession, the Rite of Vengeance, and and Duras is killed quite spectacularly. So there you go. And yeah, they show up in Next Generation Deep Space Nine, and it was designed by Rick Sternbach. The Klingon attack on Deep Space Nine in the Deep Space Nine episode Where the Warrior featured 34 birds of prey, 6 Vor'cha class, 11 qughDuj class ships, and 1 nargh class. Really? I didn't know that. The space battle between the Klingons and Starfleet Force in the Way of the Warrior was filmed using shop-bought model kits of the ships and even bird of prey Christmas ornaments. When one of the ships needed to be shown being blown up, it was filled with explosives and party glitter. Awesome. Oh, the next one. Enterprise E, but that's for next one. That's for next time. So, onto the model itself. And I am very impressed with this one. Very, very impressed with this one. It's pretty big as well. It's one of the biggest models we've got so far, not counting the Deep Space Nine and the booby prize. Check this bad boy out. How about this one? This is fucking amazing. I love it. Colour scheme's a little bit dark, but it looks more like it does on Deep Space Nine. So, which is pretty cool. I like the colour a lot better than the sort of the more sort of turquoise colour. This is nice. I like this a lot. It is really nice. Where's the other one? Yep, it's about the same size as the qughDuj. But this is, even though it's nice, about 450 metres, about 2/3 the length of the Enterprise D. So what kind of scale it is. But look at the detail on this one. They really have gone to town with it. It's got nice highlights on it. They haven't painted the deflector dish. They should have painted the deflector dish, which is here, but there you go. I really do like this. It's solid. There's nothing to fall off or anything like that. Really stiff. The Klingon symbol is nicely picked out. The Klingon name there is nicely picked out. Same on the bottom as well. You can see the panel lines, but that was expected. The nacelles are nicely, nice light piping in those, nice and green. The back's nice. Oh, it's just lovely. It really is lovely, 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 jubbly. Really do like this one a lot. Even though I was not especially... Well, I was looking forward to it, but I was not especially, what's the word I'm looking for? I was happy to be getting it, but not overly impressed that we're getting it. But now I've got it, I'm really impressed with it. I really am. But look at the detail under there. Look at all that panel work. That's beautiful, man. And all the panel work on the top as well. That is an impressive ship. Probably one of the best so far. And I don't say that lightly. I mean, I love the Klingons, but I'm not a big Klingon fan. I like some of the other ships better. But this one has to be one of the best ones so far. Very worth it. Very, very, very worth it. Eagle Moss, very happy this time round. I've got no nitpicks at all, apart from these are just more quality control areas. You can see the glue's gone a bit thingy there. This nacelle is not quite sat in place properly. There, you can see it there. Look. See my hands behind it. Yeah, I might just take that off and re-glue it, because other than that, perfect. If it wasn't for those minor details, this would be probably the most perfect one they've done so far. But you know, it's one of those things, and it comes with a familiar black base, and on the bottom, Vor'cha class attack cruiser, and then your clear connector port. And then what you do is you connect it thusly, and it stays in there very snugly. And then it's ready to attack Romulans, or Jem'Hadar, or Starfleet, or even other Klingons, if they so choose. But yeah, this one is definitely worth the money. I would definitely recommend this one. So that's me, that's the Klingons, and I will bid you Qapla'!